Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little tutorial and my thoughts and feelings on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. Here is what the palette looks like if you have not seen it. So the packaging is more of like a denim feel rather than that soft feel that the other palettes have, which I love that, but this is also nice as well. Here are the shades in the palette. Comes with the mirror like it always does, comes with the brush like it always does. And if you have watched my last two reviews on the Sultry and the Norvina palette, their brushes have just not been made the same. I don't know if it's just because, you know, they are including them in every palette, so they weren't making them as good as they used to be, but the Modern Renaissance palette, the brush that came with that was my favorite blending brush for a very long time. I don't even think I have any of the Anastasia blending brushes anymore because they just were not making them the same. Like the Subculture one, the Prism one, the Soft Glam palette, the brush was kind of okay, but it just wasn't like that Modern Renaissance brush, so I don't know what's up with that. So I actually did use this palette the other day for the first time off camera. I usually review the Anastasia palettes for the first time right on camera for you guys, but for this one, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to play around with it first before I came on camera, and I wanted to gather thoughts and feelings to tell you guys. So I actually did not use the brush the other day when I tried it, so nope, the brush is not the same. It's just very stiff and it just doesn't feel like that great of quality like it used to, you know? This end feels okay, but here is what the brush looks like. If you have never seen it, you have a blending side and then you kind of have a packing side. So probably won't be using this today. This is a very colorful palette for them, as you know. I'll get into the shades throughout the video when I show you guys the tutorial and stuff. So I am going to go do my eyebrows first, which I never do, but I'm growing my eyebrows out. So if I do eyeshadow first and then try to put on my brows, it's a little difficult because I have like these little sparse hairs down below, so I just don't want to mess up the eyeshadow if I'm trying to do my eyebrows after. Okay, so for this look I am choosing to use some tape to get that really sharp line, and as I've said before, you don't have to use tape. I don't always use tape. I'll just go in with a makeup wipe and clean it up. But sometimes when you use the tape, it gives that gradient effect on the outer corner of the eye, which is what I'm going for with this look. So the first shade I'm going in with is Cans right here. Cans? I don't know how to say it. This palette does have a little bit of fallout in the pan, but I did not get fallout on my face when I used it. So if you're like me and that doesn't bother you, then you'll be fine with this palette. I'm going to take this shade and just start stamping it in the outer corner and as well as in like our lower crease area. And I want this to be super pigmented, so I'm going in with a lot of shadow. So the next shade that I'm going in with is the bright pink shade, and this is called Bahamas, and I'm just going to coat my brush with this. See, again, this shade also has some fallout. What I'm going to do is blend out the purple shade with this pink shade. So I'm kind of just placing the brush like right in the middle. I am going to be using one more shade in the crease, so that's why I'm not bringing up the pink too far. Okay, now I'm taking the shade Cabana, which is like the mustardy yellow shade in the palette. As far as the color scheme in this palette, I do really like it. I like that you still get your kind of peachy tones right here, so you can go a little neutral if you wanted to, and then I like that you get some bright colors as well, so you can branch out if you don't really like to branch out. Like me, I do love colorful looks and colorful palettes, but I think every look on my channel since I started it has been like a neutral eye, so that's why I'm creating this eye, and that's why I created this eye look the other day. I didn't even touch these neutral shades in the palette, I just stuck with the colorful ones, so it definitely lets you get out of your comfort zone a little bit, and the shimmers are really nice too. You still get your kind of basic shimmers and then your colorful ones. The Cabana shade is pretty. I personally would have liked if they put in a brighter yellow rather than this mustardy yellow. And then this shade Palm over here, it's just a basic brown, and with the color scheme of this palette, with getting such a white like This is just a matte white over here. I think that this shade should have been like a matte blue or something, you know, a matte bright blue or a bright green. I don't really understand why there's just a plain matte brown in this palette. As you can see again, this Cabana shade has quite a bit of fallout. And this Cabana shade I'm just placing right up there on the pink shadow and blending that out. And this is just going right up to our brow. Now I'm just taking more of that first purple shade and I'm just packing that on to the outer corner. For me, not using colorful shadows all the time, this look was kind of like easy for me to create. So if you guys don't really use colorful shadows and you want an easy look to recreate, I hope this can help you and I highly recommend trying it out. So for this look, I am going to carve out my eye with some concealer. So I'm just going to do that really quick. Okay, so I'm going in with the shade Seaside, which is this shimmer right here. Just taking a little brush and blending that shimmer in with the rest of the lid. Okay, so that is literally it. We're using 4 shades from the palette, 1 shimmer and 3 of the mattes. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and the rest of the face, and then I'll come back and do the lower lash line. Okay, so onto the lower lash line. I'm just deciding, do I want to do my eyeliner first or do I want to do the shadow first? So for the lower lash line, I'm taking the shade Cans, which is the purple shade. Taking that on a Morphe B33. As you can see, like we have that purple shade right there on the outer portion. So I'm just gonna start stamping that on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take that pink shade Bahamas that we used as well on the same brusharoo, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to start off where I stopped the purple and just start stamping this, blending those together. I'm taking the yellow shade Cabana that we used, and I don't know how this is going to look, but we're going to try it. So I'm going to take that on the same brush and start stamping that in and connect that to the pink. So now I'm going to take some eyeliner, which actually I didn't realize when I bought this. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Lip Liner. And I used it on my eyes the other day. It was perfectly fine. I had no reaction. So I don't know if I can recommend to use this on your eyes since it's for your lips, but I'm going to do it. So I mean, if you do that often, go ahead and do it, but don't say that I told you to, okay? All right, so this is the shade Blaze. Here is what it looks like. It's so freaking pretty. It glides on the eye beautifully. And I did add a little highlighter, but I figured I would add some more on camera. I'm using the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. Okay guys, so here is the final look using this new palette. I hope you guys can follow along to this look. Like I said, it's only 4 colors, 3 mattes, 1 of the metallic shimmer shades, and I just really like the way it comes out. I love this gradient on the bottom. I did not do this the other day, but I'm really liking it right now. If you have been following me for a while, you know this is the most colorful look I've done on my channel. I always do my colorful looks when I'm not really filming, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a little something different for my channel, and like I said, it can be a very easy look to create if you're a little iffy about colorful shades. If you're new with them, do not be afraid of them. Just, you know, you'll work your way into blending because they do need to be blended together very nicely, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. So final thoughts on this palette. First, it costs $45. Their other palettes cost $42, so I don't really know why this one costs $45. It's whatever. You do get the normal amount of shades that you do in any of their palettes, the same mirror, kind of the same brush. I don't know what's going on with their brushes. Like I said, this was just, it feels so stiff. I didn't even try it. The shades that I have used in this palette, which are all the shades that I used today, they blend really well on the eye. For these bold shades, they actually blend very well together. So I really enjoy that. So I would assume that the other matte shades blend very well. Also, the shimmer shades, when I swatch them, have a great color payoff, and the shade Seaside that I did use on my lid is very pigmented as well. I do recommend this palette. If you like Anastasia's eyeshadows, I think you will really like these. And if you've been wanting them to come out with a colorful palette, I definitely think you should pick this up. Or if you want to work with more colors and you like their formula, definitely pick this up. Like I said, I wish the shade Cabana was a little brighter, you know, like a nice vibrant yellow. I don't think I have anything on my table to reference for you guys, but just a nice pop of yellow. I still really like the shade. That's just what I personally would have wanted, as well as this Palm shade over here. But other than that, I do recommend this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you're always watching, and hello if you are new. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you stay on this channel. I will leave a little button here for you to subscribe if you'd like to. If you have not already, I will link all of my other social media down below as well, so you can go ahead and follow me on there if you like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see everyone next video.